there have been 3 videos on my FYP today about how people, once their frontal lobe develops, they feel like afraid of everything and just existential dread and fear. And they're just like, oh, this is being an adult. I have a theory about this because I feel this. I literally have been thinking this and feeling this for like the last couple of years. I'm 28. I just turned 28 like a couple months ago. And I developed a driving anxiety like randomly out of nowhere this year, and it literally is like to the point where it affects my life. Like I will like not go do things, or I'll try to go drive somewhere and I literally will have to like pause, have a panic attack on the road, and then like go back home. Yeah. But I have a theory about this. I think that this might be connected to what we went through in 2020, just like as a country, as a society, as people in the world. Like that year was so, the only way I could describe it is like traumatizing. Like it literally was just a lot happening in the world and made everything feel so uneasy, and like just it was just a crazy time. And I remember going through it that time and I was like, how is this going to affect us in the future? Like this is traumatizing us. Like I remember thinking that in the moment. I'm like, oh, we're all going to need to heal from this. I remember thinking that in the moment, but nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever talks about what we all went through and like that crises and that craziness going on. And I know that there's so much more in the world going on, and there's so much going on like in more even recent years, but that just I think even contributes to that, I don't know, that just that sense of instability and I guess just fear for like living in the world. I don't know, but I feel like it's connected to that more than just like developing your frontal lobe and you have a ton of anxiety, because I feel like that's something that would be in the zeitgeist and something that, you know, older people would talk about, like, or maybe I just wasn't around people that were, you know, 25 plus and like would actually talk about this. But I don't know, I feel like it's not all like us and it's not all just our brains developing. I feel like this is abnormal that we've just become afraid of everything, and that it's connected to 2020 in some way is just my feeling. I don't know. And it's just so hard too because I literally am 28. I'm married. I got married a couple of years ago. I want to have a kid one day, but like I'm literally afraid to have a child because I know that I'm afraid to have a car. And I also have heard from adults, something that I actually have heard from adults is like, oh yeah, like I had a kid and I just got all of these crazy fears and I was just afraid. And it's like, I cannot imagine having more fears and more anxiety and being more afraid than I am right now. So, anyways, that's just something I'm personally going through with this. But this is just, I don't know, something we should talk about, think about. I don't know.